mind, I think that I'm beyond my soul. Inner peace, I think that I'm feeling for it today. I think that I'm gonna put my past behind me. Okay, I'm in a place you'll never find me. Hard in plain sight, but my mind is on the moon. Don't get consumed by the sweeping of the broom, that's the government. You got strong legs, so just run from it. Whole time I'm a dog, so you probably need to muzzle it. I'm puzzled, bitch. Do y'all ever get tired of crowd huddling? Third world marine, I'm forever struggling. I could tell you ain't get love from your mother. You could tell that I'm hurting, so I hustle. Truth seeking, nigga, I'm just high off the, again, to me he is a snake, but to you that is your better man. No, I don't ever ever understand the man with the plan, so I always find a way. Seemed like yesterday was way better than today. Confused by my own thoughts, I can't even say. Been used and been bought, I'm as guilty as my pain. Days go by, all I ever think is rain. Hard on the mic, do you feel what I'm saying? You won't, it's cause I put some thought into what I wrote. I still break you off you if I tell you what. I still break it off you if I, yeah. That's it.
With me, we have Akil Riley, also known as Kilo. And how have you been? Like, how's quarantine been for you? What's your, I guess, your favorite thing that you've done over quarantine, most significant?
Shoot. Quarantine, it's been a mix of things. I'd say like at first it was more like it was hard to just be alone and not having my freedom, and then having to deal with like, you know, my family all the time, and shit just not being the same. Like I came home to be home and to, like, I thought it was gonna be good, but coming on these terms, it kind of messed it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was hard at first, and then I started making music, and I just started like, you feel me? I had my own setup where I didn't have to, cause in college I had to like kind of rely on somebody else to use, like we were sharing mics and shit, and I would go over like in his dorm and record and shit. But now since I had my own setup, that was better. And so I just locked in, and then started trying to better my mental health. Started, you feel me? I had a lot of time with myself, a lot of like time to sit and think and reflect. And so I've been trying to just improve my mental diet, my physical diet, and so it's been getting better. I've been working on myself and my music.
So have you been making music before quarantine, or is it something that you just started? When did you start?
Yeah, I've been, so I actually started, I started recording, like rapping. I started rapping in January, but I've been like playing piano since I was like 10, something like that. So, but actually like recording is since January. Yeah.
What made you start?
To be honest, so it's a mixture of things, but like, so in our dorm room, or in our hall, I sit and cook, and so, you know, my friends or whatever, I had a group of friends, like a couple people. It would be like whatever, like 6 or 8 of us in the room, and we just be listening to hella music. It's my nigga Damani in his room, and so then we would have you feel me, the pack was always there, like, it was just always there, and then so we would just be smoking and listening to music, and then started freestyling over beats, like on some, like just creative shit, like fuck it, high shit, whatever. So we would always just go and rap, and then, you feel me, I was like it was fun to me, so I always wanted to do it, like every day. We would be doing it damn near every day. So yeah, and then like listening to more music, and I came upon, well, I didn't come upon him, but I started listening to Lucky more. Like, I already knew who he was. I fucked with some of his shit, but then I really started listening to his shit. I'm like, he be saying shit that I could relate to, like, and he kind of has like this, like, I just fuck like with the vibe, like, you feel me? It's kind of like that, like loner. Not, I mean, I won't say what his, I don't know what his like goal is with his music, but what I get from it is like a loner, like drugged out teen, and just you feel me, some rapping about some teenage shit, especially his old shit, and then it's just like putting real honesty on there, and like yeah, so I was just like, I kind of made me want to start rapping, and he had like I kind of have like a low kind of tone in my voice, like I would say like I'm kind of quiet and shit, and yeah, shit inspired me. Like I could, if he could rap, kind of like how I talk, he can, I can rap too.
Hey guys, sorry for the interruption, but there's going to be a plane that flies by and it kind of drowns the audio out a bit. If you want to skip it, just skip 45 seconds ahead. I want to apologize for this. This won't happen again, and thanks for your continued patience and support.
So what's the type of message that you want to put out with your music, or what do you try to convey with your art?
I really try to just put out my unfiltered experiences and my thoughts, my emotions, like what I'm feeling, like my fantasies, like what I like just dream of or some shit, and like things that I can't really explain. I try to do my best in putting that in music, like whatever experiences that happen to me that are like I feel like are just unique to me, and kind of I don't know, like shit, some, you feel me, like everybody goes through their own. Oh, and also like my like mental health and shit. I'm really like, that's something I'm big on, like trying to connect with like other, you feel me, a lot of black teens or a lot of black, you feel me, youth don't really have like especially in my community, like where I'm from, a lot of us have like some mental health, like, so I guess you could say issues, or not issues, but we unaddressed like unaddressed problems or whatever it is. You feel me? We deal with anxiety, all that shit. So I try to put all that in my music, and I want to connect to whoever can relate to that, and people like me. You feel me? That's what I want to do. So just putting my experiences on there and my truth on there, and that'll attract whoever it attracts.
Do you think that going to Howard, being on the East Coast versus being out in Oakland has affected your music? You think you make different music out there or versus out here?
Yeah, definitely, because my sound isn't really like, it's not like it doesn't have like a Bay Area sound or like a West Coast sound or whatever, but it definitely doesn't have a Bay Area sound to it. And I think that's also because my like the music I listen to out there, my friends put me on hella music that was like, where they was from. Like I got a friend that was from Atlanta, and like I listen to hella people out there, like, and you feel me, hella underground artists too. But just like, it's just like, yeah, growing up there, I listened to a lot of different types of music, and I connected with a lot more people. So yeah, but it's not to say that like I'm still influenced by like music out here, but just I guess in terms of sound, like yes, and flow to an extent, it's not influenced. It's more influenced by people from other cities.
So you mentioned talking about mental health in your songs. So when you make music, when you're rapping, when you're creating, how does that make you feel? Is that kind of an outlet for you?
Yeah, it definitely is an outlet, because I feel like nobody else can really relate to it. So it's like I don't really have like a lot of people that I could go to with some of these things, and I don't really have like, and they wouldn't. It's like there's things that I can't explain. So if I put it in something that, if I put it in a way that I understand, and I can explain, like, then It's just a release, yeah. Then it's documented, but in a creative way, and then hopefully other people will be able to understand. That's actually what I really like. I hope other people will understand, and that's what is kind of like comforting about it, or not comforting, but it's satisfying about that if when somebody else gets it, because that's kind of like what it is for. It's like I don't want to just be putting that out into just like space.
Right.
So yeah.
What is your favorite song that you've made?
Shoot, to be honest, I can't even say that I really have a favorite, but I really fuck with like
Top 3.
Top 3. Shit, I really fuck with the song Rager off the Take This EP. General. That's off my first off of my first EP, Astral Trap. It's technically not my first, but I call it my first. So yeah, Rager, General, and then I would say like this the Healer off the new shit. Just like sonically, it's like my best work, like, cause the mixing and like the soundscape that I envision with it. So yeah.
You told me you do your own mixing and mastering. What made you decide to learn how to do that?
I just I had to. I had no
Yeah.
choice. I'm not like I didn't, cause one I didn't know who I could send it to, and like I don't like waiting on other people. Like I really just don't like relying on other people when it's like comes to shit that's like for me.
Yeah.
When it's like my shit, like I would rather do it myself and take that time to try to get the sound I want. And I knew it wasn't gonna happen right away. Like I knew I was gonna get better along like with time. And but like that was cool for me because like I knew I wasn't gonna get that instant gratification, but in the long run it's gonna be better. And that's just a better skill to have, like to be able to say that I mix and like engineer my shit. Like just like I feel like you gotta be able to do that as an artist.
Yeah.
And then like when I'm in the stew, like I can tell the engineer, like I
Exactly
can use
what
like
you want,
you
yeah.
feel me, certain like terminology with him and shit like that he so it'll just be more helpful for me, and I could just create any sound that I want to create. It just strengthens my just gives me more like arms or some shit. You feel me?
So I know you've been doing a lot of organizing since we've been home, and I was just wondering if your art and your activism, your organizing has intersected in any way, or if you want it to intersect in the future, what that would look like for you.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say it's really. I performed at one of our protests that we organized, like the group that I'm in. But like in terms of the content of what I produce, I wouldn't really say it's like I wouldn't really say it's like contributing to the movement of like you feel me, of against like police brutality.
Right.
and things related to that. But on the other hand, it could be looked at as like a way for actually nah, I mean it's not contributing in that way, but giving more like like music is about love, and so like just like a group of organizing in that sense, like organizing a group of people together like under one like thing is power in that too, and that's important.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I feel like any form of like black joy, black freedom is a form of protest in a way.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so what's top 5 artists right now of like not all time, not what anybody else thinks, just your top 5.
Wait, so not all time?
I mean like your all time,
Okay.
not anybody else.
Okay, yeah. Okay, top 5, bro. So, bro, I don't give a fuck. All right, Cudi, Lucky. Niggas gonna hate me. Kanye. It's top 5 right now. Fucking Prince and it's so many. Cudi, Lucky, Prince, Kanye, and you can't edit this shit out. I would say hey, come back to me on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could get a feature from anybody, who would it be?
Oh, for sure, Cudi. Yeah, Cudi for sure.
Okay, and this question kind of has nothing to do with music, but if nothing else was a factor in life, like if you had all the money in the world, all the time in the world, you didn't have to worry about school or anything, how would you spend the rest of your life?
You said you didn't have to worry about money or school?
Yeah, like anything at all.
Yeah,
You could
like
do whatever.
making music, probably just like fucking, making music and traveling the world. That's all I could think of.
Where would you go
I was in
first?
worry of mine. Japan. I want to go to Tokyo, but also I don't even know that, like, I want to see the mountain. Like, I want to see Mount Fuji, and the scenery, bro. That shit is crazy over there. Like, that's really a vibe. I gotta see what it's like. I've never been out the country.
That's all the questions I had.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you want to think about that 5, or do you just want to leave it at 4 artists?
Yeah, just keep that 4.
4? Okay.